up, all my fight fans? So I want to ask you guys something. With this big fight, UFC 280, Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. If Charles Oliveira does win, does this make him by far one of the greatest lightweights of all time? My vote, it's kind of hard, guys. It really is hard because he's up there with guys like Frankie Edgar, Benson Henderson, and of course we gotta mention Khabib Nurmagomedov, and not just Khabib Nurmagomedov, but we also gotta mention BJ Penn. Do you guys remember BJ Penn? I definitely remember BJ Penn. BJ Penn was a monster. If we were to have BJ Penn today, good God, I'm not talking about BJ Penn today. I'm not talking about how he was and how he's not been able to win the fights and he kind of fell off in his career. I'm talking that prime BJ Penn. I'm talking about that BJ Penn who went against Joe Daddy Stevenson, against Diego Sanchez, against Kenny Florian, against just the who's who of the UFC back in the day. That BJ Penn. That lightweight BJ Penn by far is one of the greatest of all time, and he is by far would match up great against these guys. But enough of what's said about BJ Penn. This is about Charles Oliveira. Would he be in there? I honestly say yes. Yes, because it's very unfortunate about the lightweight belt. It's very unfortunate about that whole weight issue. We'll get into that. But with that being said, I still feel, and I'm sure all of you feel the exact same way, that Charles Oliveira is the champ. Charles Oliveira never lost the championship. Charles Oliveira should be the UFC lightweight champion today. It shouldn't even be disputed. He lost it by a half a pound. So, right now, this could be very well be Charles Oliveira's third title defense within the division. He won it against Michael Chandler. He stopped Dustin Poirier. He stopped Justin Gaethje. And now here we are against Islam Makhachev. That's 3 title defenses. If he does, he has now tied it. He would have been able to tie it with guys like Benson Henderson, Frankie Edgar, and Khabib Nurmagomedov, and BJ Penn. Guys, if you understand what I'm trying to say here, nobody has ever been able to beat that 3 title defenses. All these guys have been able to have 3 title defenses. We know Khabib's story. He did it with Conor against Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje. You got BJ Penn, Frankie Edgar, and Benson Henderson. I'm not going to go through the whole lists right now, but everybody, you look it up right now, everybody has had 3 title defenses within the lightweights. And this is right now could have been very well Charles Oliveira's 3rd title defense. So it's very unfortunate that this is going to be for the undisputed belt. This is basically fighting for the championship, not defending the championship. But nonetheless, guys, I still consider Charles Oliveira to be definitely an all-time great with this win. He's still great, but being an all-time great. He should be in there, in that mix, with those guys, with those legends that I mentioned to you. Because look at the way he's been able to do it. Look at the way he's been able to turn around his career. That's what's mostly inspiring. We look at guys like Frankie Edgar, BJ Penn, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Benson Henderson. These guys were on runs. These guys were looking great. These guys were doing their thing and then became champion, and then just sky's limit. Boom, boom, boom. Not title defense, but fighting a few fights, getting a few wins, getting the championship, winning the championship, defending the championship multiple times. That's the kind of levels that Benson Henderson, Frankie Edgar, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and BJ Penn were. You got Charles Oliveira, though. Charles Oliveira was a roller coaster. This guy was going win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. He was constantly just going up and down, up and down. This guy is the defiant of hey, don't give up. If you lose, it's okay to lose. You're just going to make yourself better. You're just going to become better than you were before. He was at he was at featherweight before. He was at that featherweight, and what happened? He lost. He lost multiple times against multiple great opponents. And what happened? He bettered himself, got a few wins, went up to lightweight, bettered himself, got a few losses, got a few wins, and now here he is. He went on this run against Tony Ferguson, won. Then he went and got that title shot against Michael Chandler, won. Then defended it against Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. Maybe not in that order, but still won and won. Again, he just shows that you do not give up no matter what. Even when you're down on your luck, even when you lost, you always come back, and you come back stronger, and you come back better. And that's what Charles Oliveira did. That's what he's doing now. You look at, he lost the belt. Is it defining him? Is he letting it get to him? No, he's coming back, and he's coming back stronger. He's going to come back, and he's going to go over there against Islam, and he's going to do his thing, and he's going to try his best. because that's what he shows, and that's why I do consider him to be an all-time great, to be on that Mount Rushmore of lightweights. But I would like to hear what you guys got to say regarding that. I would like to hear what you guys got to say regarding him, whether or not, if he wins or even loses, should Charles Oliveira be considered an all-time great within the lightweight division? Let me know in the comments, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.